Hey Cove, Pastor Dan here. It is time for a Wednesday midweek update. It is Wednesday, March the 10th. Anne's not with me today. She's got a project going in her studio, so you're stuck with me. I don't know what it's like where you are, but it has been a crazy day out here at the Cove. We've had everything from fog to sun to rain to a couple of huge hailstorms and then sun in between, and so I don't know what's going to happen now. It's getting real dark again, and we'll just have to see. Hey, I am in the middle of reading a very interesting book. Shocker, right? Dan's reading a book. It's called The Overstory. It's a novel, The Overstory by Richard Powers. And it won the Pulitzer Prize in 2019, and it's super interesting. It's a story that is as much about trees and forests and ecosystems in nature as it is about human beings. And I'm not going to spoil it, but it's well worth reading. I'm not quite done with it, but it talks a lot about interconnectedness and dependence. In nature and also in people, and just how really knit together things are in ways that we just wouldn't imagine as we just kind of go about our lives. Far more than we know, we are connected to each other. We were made that way. We were wired that way. People need one another. People are connected in so many ways, and we depend on each other for food and for products and for entertainment and for livelihood and for affirmation and for love, and all of these things are connected. And it's one reason that I think this COVID time, which we're now at a year, has been so hard, is because it's isolating and it keeps us from connecting in many of the ways that we're used to. And for that matter, it's also one reason why when our politicians grab a hold of isolationism, it kind of drives me crazy, because the idea that we're just isolated or that we can just watch out for ourselves and not be part of a much broader world where people and nations depend on one another and need to be connected to each other just drives me crazy when that can't happen. It also reminds me of Colossians chapter 1, that great hymn to Christ. Okay, here comes the rain. That great hymn to Christ, and it says, "For in him, in Christ, all things were created, things in heaven and things on earth, things visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or principalities or authorities, all things were created through him. He is before all things," and then listen to this, "and in him all things hold together." In Christ, all things hold together. We were not only wired for relationships with our world and with other human beings, but we were wired for relationship with God. And we are not whole without it. That's why St. Augustine, way back in the 4th century, said so beautifully that our hearts are restless until they find their rest in Thee, in God. And then we can be at rest. So the interconnectedness of all things, the world we live in, people, and with the Lord is what I'm thinking about today. As the hail starts up again here, just two quick reminders. One is daylight savings time is this weekend, Saturday night before Sunday morning. So don't forget to spring ahead and set your clocks forward. The other thing is, and this is emphasizing it, we're going to try to meet again outdoors as we have for many weeks now on Sunday morning at 10:30. If the weather doesn't let us do that, we will postpone meeting together, and our worship leaders will just live stream from the sanctuary live into your home. So watch your emails. If we have to postpone in-person worship, we would send an email out on Saturday for that. So that's all for today from the Cove. Hope you are well. God bless, and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.